so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been no.
Okay, Coach. Well, in just a few short months, this place will be the epicenter of the sporting world when it hosts Super Bowl 54. It's Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike, 49. Quarterback, don't get nervous, man.
Now it's a bootleg with Fitzpatrick. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Everyone got four down.
Now Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 1.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Black 15! Check 55, Mike.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
And this is complete. It's Allen. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He's coming. We got double up. Left. 52. 52.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. 3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such. And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Three receivers head out right, one to the left on 2nd and 3. Now Rivers. Completes it to Benjamin. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
At the 26-yard line. That's the end of the first
2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Graham. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
And the Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
58.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Gonna go 5-0 here. Smooth.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
We're okay. We're okay. We're 80.
following the interception here. Rivers finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Right, Brown, 80.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
First down, Rivers. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Set 180. Set 180.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Red.
On second down, Rivers again. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Christian Wilkins. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Badgley able to punch this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And this, not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that it's
blitz coming, and down he goes. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Strong.
Hey, alert 3.
Fitzpatrick now, trying to lay one up deep. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Fitzpatrick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Stay there. Stay there. 190.
55, quit talking about it.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 18. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, chill.
Go now. 49, guys. Mike, 40.
Regular.
Watch the out.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Back, 380.
Rivers on first down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Rivers now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over.
From the gun, Rivers. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So now on comes the Dolphins offense as he'll try and go for 2 here. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Come on, D.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Wait, 89.
They run it here with Gordon. And an alley to run. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rivers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's a bootleg with Fitzpatrick. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here we go. Kill. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Kill.
Fitzpatrick on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 4. Strong.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So now after the sack, third and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Mox 49. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna...
Fitzpatrick to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Derwin James with a pick. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Not today.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Step around 80. Green 80.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game?
He's going to go, Albert Wilson. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Albert Wilson, 79 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Strong strong. 49 the money. 49 the money. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me.
Hey, high 7.
Here's Fitzpatrick. He'll buy some time right. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
There goes Melvin Gordon. The 40, 20, 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
You ain't going nowhere. Regular.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, color.
52's the mark, boy. 52.
Jeff, go Jeff.
Yeah, let's go set lunch.
Check 52.
Go.
Check 52's the mark.
Here we go.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Left.
Rip left. Mike 52. Watch the run.
Hey, Zoo.
To throw again, Fitzpatrick. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Watch safety 3.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there by Gordon. 61 yards that time on the ground. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. This is Gordon. That one 28 yards on the ground. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he has the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general.
And that's caught inside the 30. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 60 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Second down, looking to throw. Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. 3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
31's the mic. That's the pass. 31's the mic. Defense wins championships, baby. Joker, 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 joker. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is incomplete. The Dolphins... convert on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Second and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once more, here's Eckler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Black 11!
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Stay there. 380.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw on 3rd down, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
First down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Left. Check. Pilot, 64, weak. Check.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Badgley's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long.
49 to Mike, 49 to Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Kill. Quarter. Sponge. No. Watch out. Hey, alert.
A first throw for the backup, Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Throwing here, Rivers. He's going to air one out. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Throwing Rivers. Going deep here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for our visitors, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll sink now to 0-4. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can hit you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is... I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is... Now get it. It's in the game.
Yeah. 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 Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10. Hey.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad beat pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more best though. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen.